Hello, bingo fans! Today we have a B-tier match, Group B1 specifically. Let me just throw out the announcements here. Always the fun part of keeping people waiting while I do this. Stream link, copy link address. Alright. A guy versus... Oh, sorry, this isn't B1, this is B2. Wait, hold on, let me double check to make sure I have that right. Not that it's like that super duper important, but... Yeah, okay, it is B2. Alright. Let me double check here, I've got my generals marked down, we got the music going, we got the stream going. I think both of our racers are ready to go, so... Ready for the reveal countdown? Yes, and... Once we get a response from a guy, we will get going. And yes. Three, two, one, go. And that'll be the reveal. So, let's get the card up here on... And this time I got my generals noted down before. So, in the center we have our pin golf, par or better on 5 courses, dunking every stroke. That one is a little bit deceptive. Because oftentimes you don't actually want to be dunking a shot. So I'll be interested to see if anyone goes for that right away. Let me just get ready to count them in one more time. Three, two, one, go. They got a G this time. Alright, so immediately we're hopping into Block Koala and Campanella 2. So Block Koala right up in the top center. Are we doing worm 1, 2, 3, 4? Yeah, we're doing worm 1, 2, 3, 4. I kind of tend to do the same thing where I open up the game and then realize, wait, no, I have to open up a terminal code. So I definitely feel that in what just happened for a guy there. So we just need to beat 9 levels here, and what do we have for Campanella 2? This will actually count for 4 levels for a guy. Campanella 2... I must have missed... Campanella 2, Clear More Woods, or Rink 2. Beautiful, you love to see it. So, we don't really need to go out of our way to get any power, but any power that we can maybe happen upon as we're going through the stages will definitely be pretty helpful here for PigeonPat here. As far as our racers go, a guy's been around for a while, but I believe I have not seen PigeonPat before, so it'll be exciting to see how he does here. 2 levels in on Block Koala for, Wait, let me make sure I have my... Yeah, okay. So a guy's going into Block Koala. We'll have 3rd level coming up here. Discord streams are being a little bit butts today. Hopefully my Twitch stays up. Famous last words, am I right? And also, hi Cherry, hi Amber. Yeah, no kidding, right? Immediately going for Block Koala. And you know what? I gotta give shoutouts to anyone that goes for Campanella 2 right away. Maybe a little bit of bias, it's one of my favorite games in the pack. Alright. Bunker 1 done. And actually, conveniently enough... Oh wait, no, a level in Campanella 2. Amandine. Yeah, no kidding. Let me check. Level. Okay. PigeonPat is thinking here. Make sure there's no messages. There we go. Okay, we're good. I'm glad what is a level is just right here. So Campanella 2 is an area. There's 8 in a run, 7 with shortcut. Oh no. Let me double check here. Okay, yeah, they're both deafened and muted, just had to make double sure there. So, my interpretation of a level based off of Campanella 2 here, if there's 8 in a run, that would mean that we're on level 2 now for PigeonPat. So by the time we're done with Moir Woods, we should have 4 levels done. That is how I'm interpreting it, based off of what the what is a level sheet says. And yeah, it looks like connections are just a little bit rough, but that's quite alright. And I missed if I assume this is level 4 for a guy. If not, we'll have it very soon. Oh, we lost a guy. Hopefully he'll get back in here soon. Just making sure PigeonPat. Wait, what? Bingo Sync is fucking up a little bit here. Okay, we're fine. Oh, we're having bingo problems. Okay, anyway. That is 4 levels for a guy, since we just checked off 5 story levels. So we weren't doing that for the 9 story levels on Worm 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh no! Death in Burrows 2. Okay, we're moving on to Combat Ants, which was to beat the first level without shooting, if I recall correctly. First blood without shooting. Which I guess the main thing we want to do here is take all of our enemies off of bringing food pellets and then bring back food pellets of our own. Just need one more worker to get a double KO. We should win this. No, never mind, I forgot. A half-health worker ant is still enough to take us out in Combat Ants. Alright, hopping into Valbrace now. So we're looking to clear floor 1, which which means we need to beat floor 0 first, and then floor 1. Alright, back into First Blood now. Something must have gone a little wrong while I was looking away there. Looking over here at the bingo card. Oh, there's another Valbrace to defeat the Crone, which if PigeonPat's able to both beat the Crone and clear floor 1, that's a pretty good start here. I guess I left the Night Manor intro theme on my playlist here. Alright, 2 workers of our own should tie with the enemy worker here. So we just need to make sure that they stick with us. Alright, getting them all to fight each other. Ants! Cooperate! Thank you. And now we go over and take down the enemy queen, and that should be another square very shortly for a guy. Okay, still in floor 0 right now. I always, like, have to remind myself that the switch option is after the lever option. Or the extinguish torch option, because otherwise I kind of do the same thing that Pat just did there. Alright, there's Combat Ants. First Blood without shooting down. Both players kind of like jumping around the edges of the board right now. A little bit of progress towards one of the 4-level goals here for a guy, but otherwise not too much going on right now in terms of bingo threats. Hopping into Magic Garden. We might be doing this for our top 3 scores, which we only need 10,000 points to be able to get that. Doing some very quick drops here. Letting that potion age up rather than actually just trying to get everything at once here. Pardon the Discord UI showing up there. I always kind of want to keep checking to make sure nobody's trying to ask any questions in there, but I think both of these players are using the Bingo Sync chat. Got a rapier. Very nice weapon for handling most situations here. Pretty much the weapon that I personally like to just take all the way to the end of the game. Yeah, building up a nice stock of potions here, only collecting the gold ones at the moment to increase our Oppie count. Are we heading over to the Crone right now? Looks like we are headed in that direction. But it also might just be going that way to pull the gate lever. This is the direction of the Crone. Should just be at the end of this hallway. Hey, Jelly D. Okay, going for a bigger Oppie drop here. Oh yeah, we're just gonna get a giant chain of these, drop them off, and then gobble up some points. Big multiplier, that's enough points. Now we just need to lose and enter in a score. There we go. And this'll be... Oh, and that's even a square on its own. I didn't even notice that one. 10,000 before saving 50 Oppies. Love to see it. That is also a top 3 score. Just need one more of those for a guy. And that'll be a pretty strong square to start attacking row 2 there. Okay, we're fighting the crone now. Over to Kick Club. Double checking here to make sure that in Kick Club, each screen is a level. Yes. Perfect. So we're probably going to finish up 4 levels here. There's the Valbrace Crone Square for PigeonPat, putting himself on the board. I will be curious to see if a guy is going to stick around to get the top 3 score in Kick Club. There's a couple other games you can do it faster in, but if you're going for the levels already here, I can see a case being made for sticking around and getting the points. Do we have anything else that we were doing in here? 1-4. We'll see if a guy bails out after this level or not. Alright, the level's done, and we're sticking around, yep. So I'm guessing we're going for a top 3 score here. Pat doing a really nice job just making steady progress here in Valbrace, just gotta go over here and pull a lever. Then we're pretty much free. Yep, gotta turn right. Loop around a little ways. Lots of random encounter, well, not random, because you can see when they're coming, but a lot of encounters showing up here. I've actually not done too much with the invisible spell, but kind of one of those things where might be worth popping the invisible spell to see if you can sneak around a bit more once you don't need to fight anything. Very, very quick progress being made here in Kick Club. Already almost done with World 1. Let me pull up the resource dock here. I think it was like, what, 50,000 for Kick Club? Kick Club, you need 75,000, never mind, if you want to get a top 3. And there's floor 1 cleared for Pat. Really solid showing. If you're Pat, you might be looking at Warp Tank right now to beat that orb sector, cut off column 4 and fantastic. I absolutely love this for Pat right now. Beat orb sector without destroying any floating eyeballs. Now I forget where orb sector is here. Let me pull up the resource dock. I love when I say something and then it happens, because that means I've at least... Okay, orb sector is what is marked as 9 here, so it's a little ways in. Yeah, you're not going to be able to make it over there right now, Pat. You need to beat a few levels first. But I really love this play because it's not going to entirely invalidate the work that a guy is putting in to get the top 3 on 2 arcade leaderboards, but it is going to minimize the damage effectively. It's at least going to stop a bingo possibility. 2 of them, even. And 3 if you count the diagonal that's going from bottom left to top right that nobody has anything on yet. So it also opens up some offensive opportunities. Y'all, we got some good heckin' bingo on our hands. I am excited. Also, I would just like to mention, we are having 34 bingo matches every week. Bingo fans are eating good this season. I'm pretty sure I mentioned it yesterday during yesterday's match, but like, my god. Okay. A guy taking some very smart strategic deaths here, because he has crossed the score threshold. Just needs to die and actually put in... I was looking over and I saw a guy dying and I'm like, oh no, a guy is dying. And then I looked at a guy's score and was like, oh wait, oh yes, a guy is dying. So this should be another leaderboard done, and that square checked off. Fantastic, you love to see it. So that is the top 3 score done. So now where's a guy gonna go? Might actually go into Warp Tank as well. If I'm a guy right now and I don't think that Pat is blocking Warp Tank, that's probably where I would go, but also thinking about it, I would probably think that Pat might be there blocking that right now. So we're going into Mooncat. I believe that's 1 level done. I think this'll be 2 levels done. Hey, Alfie. I was really bad at saying hi to people yesterday because my brain was a little bit overloaded. So I kind of gave up on saying hi and just kind of stuck to saying anything about the match. But it is nice to see y'all. Then we just need to clear this screen, I believe. Oh! Now, a guy did run Mooncat at Cherry Rush. Kinda wondering if maybe you just take the mushroom at this point. Oh, I think a guy's going for, can you death warp into that? Oh no, you can just make that. Okay. Today I learned. That should be another 4 levels done. Mooncat is fantastic for a level count. Campanella, also another amazing game to knock out really quick levels. Pat kind of, making his way through Warp Tank a little bit slowly. I do still agree that this is a really good square to go for, but hopefully isn't getting too tripped up by Warp Tank here. To my understanding, this is Pat's first game of bingo, and when you're playing bingo, there is so much information going on. This will be level 4. So I imagine we're probably gonna back out of here. Yep. Alright, 1 more set of 4 levels to go. Party house! No, party house would not have made any sense. Oh, are we gonna go for the double? Oh, this'll be really strong. If a guy gets 4 levels and dunks every shot here... That was a dunk, I saw it. Hole in 1. So that is our first dunk. Don't know if I saw a dunk on that one. Okay, we're not dunking, we're just going for level clears. I was gonna say that, if a guy dunked every single shot here, that would have been, a pretty incredible synergy with the center square. But no, it looks like Pat just really wants to knock out as many quick levels as possible, which I can respect. Which, hey, guess what? That adds just that much more value to what Pat is doing right now, with getting that column 4 row 2 warp tank. So that should be level 4 on that. That is 2 general goals already checked off, 22 minutes in. I'll admit, that is some pretty strong pace. Okay, it looks like we're going back to dunking every shot now. Have to sync this if you wanna... Yeah, okay. Not quite getting par here. Alright, I'm not quite ready for orb sector just yet. Need to head off to the right here and do like a level or 2 over here. Remember what I said about the dunks being a little bit rude when you don't want to do them? You gotta dunk it. No, that doesn't count anymore. So I kinda lost track of how many we've gotten dunks on. I just remember hole 1 was all dunks. So we might need to... yeah, this level ain't it anymore. Spleesh. Yeah, dunk it! I don't think that was a dunk. I don't think that dunked. Is there anything else to do here? Yeah, because I think the only other reason you would be here is to cherry the game. Okay, that is at least 2, maybe 3 courses that we've dunked every stroke on. And gotten par. Oh, barely missed the dunk there, but that's okay. We're still under par. That was a dunk. I saw the dunk there. So that's either 3 or 4 that we have done right now. This is one that's a little harder to verify. Okay, I saw the dunk there. I saw the dunk there. We definitely bounced really high up. Yeah. I definitely saw at least 4 of those myself. And I'm pretty sure 1 more was done when I was looking away at the warp tank. Oh no! Shot himself up into the spikes! Part of that goal that's a little bit tricky to verify from a spectating perspective. Go, Pat, go! Made it. Getting this is going to be very important. And then probably Pat is going to have to rush over to take out Cyber Owls. Because I don't know... Like, unless you're comfortable with Avianos and getting that gold disc, Avianos technically would definitely be, like, a better square to actually grab. Okay, Pat definitely knows where Orb Sector is heading in the right direction. So we're happy to see that. Almost. At least I thought so. Let me double check here. It was number 9 in the resource dock here. Oh wait, yeah, I misread the dock. Looking at Stair Sector. There's Orb Sector. We got it. Let's see, it was without destroying any floating eyeballs, so we have 2 right now. Just being really careful not to shoot any of these down. Doing a nice job of cycling around slowly. Very smart to use the tanks. Oh, that's rough! That is really rough, actually. You know, I guess I didn't consider that this is actually a pretty rough goal. Those eyeballs take up a lot of space in the center. Makes it really hard to teleport around. Heading down to the Abyss and Porgy to get that top left square. I'll be curious to see if a guy goes for Avianos or Cyber Owls next. Probably gonna go for Cyber Owls, I would assume, just because that's an easier one to compete with directly. And if someone's gonna try and challenge you on that diagonal, they'll probably try and take Cyber Owls before they take Avianos. Most players, anyway. Just conserving as much fuel as possible. Alright, then we just need to do a couple of dashes here to get ahead of the chain blocks. And there's the Abyss! Marking off the top left square. 7-2 in favor of a guy. Alright, are we going Cyber Owls or Avianos next? Or neither? Because for all I know... Yeah, okay, we're going Cyber Owls. So this is very dangerous for Pat right now. Yeah. Gotta just get 1200 score, which there's plenty of room available in Cyber Owls Moscow to get the 1200 points. It's okay to miss it on a couple of rooms. Pat figuring out this warp tank goal. Making some— oh, barely missed getting the flip there. I'm going for it! Kat was playing Ape Escape 2 today, so Ape Escape has been on my brain. And some of the hilarious bullshit that happened in my playthrough of the series. Oop, okay. Drop down to 50 points, backing out of the room to try and reset for the 100. Definitely like that. Oh no, Pat just not quite getting it there. Waiting a little bit longer this time. One thing that might have been helpful there is if you need a little bit more room to get past something, or you need your step range or your steps to not be quite as audible, You can hold down the button that switches weapons. Yeah, I don't think that... If you hold down the button that switches weapons, you will instead walk. And your range for how loud you are will be much shorter. Alright, resetting. Taking a moment here to consider. Not sure if we're just, like, determining whether we need to reset or not. You can actually mess up a decent number of rooms. You still have to, like, clear more than you fail, but... You do not need to be perfect on every room to get the 1200. The 1200 score just requires that you actually engage with the stealth. Seaside Drive mentioned? Hopefully Pat's able to get this here. Definitely want to see... Ooh, okay. Did not take that... Ah, damn. Probably meant to be doing that one tile to the right of where he did it. Oh, this is a really frustrating situation to be in for Pat, because you put in this time to get to Orb Sector, and if you bail out of Orb Sector, you know you're gonna have to, like, both get your way back here and then also have a successful go at it. So it's like you kinda wanna just buckle down and get this right here, right now. But also, you see that diagonal forming. I guess technically right now, there's no real difference between the diagonal that's forming and, I'm gonna... Okay. We're going on for now. I see. Guy was mentioning the game moving... Oh, what the heck? That is brutal. How do you not get owned there? Just, letting PigeonPat know that, if the game is still slowing down a bunch for him, he can, cut the stream and re-up it at a lower resolution, because we can still see everything fine on stream. We're up to about 950 points if this room goes perfectly here. I forget how many points that Hakun gives you. I almost said Snackoon, and that's from a game that refuses to credit any of its artists. Screaming at you, Sunhaven. Okay, we're at 900 right now. I'm not sure if Hakun gives enough points to get 1200 on this, but I kind of forget how many points Hakun actually gives. So let's see. You do need to go grab a few side rooms if you're gonna do this goal. Is this it? I think we got it! Nice job, Pat. That's a tough goal. I kind of underestimated just how difficult that goal was gonna be. Oh, okay, that does give 1200. Alright, well... Or that does give 300 points for Hakun. That is enough. So never mind what I said about needing to go into side rooms. Alright, a guy is going for the KO here, in Avianos. We just need to clear the 3 default difficulty games. So we'll probably see a lot of Trilock. No Rex here. So in Fist Hell, what are we up to right now? Looking to have $50 at once. I think if you're going to do the $50 at once goal, it might be best to do this with Victor. Just so you have the 3 power going in. But I guess more than anything, the biggest thing is that you don't want to buy anything on the shop. And you want to try and maintain full health, but if not, it's not the worst to just go a little bit farther into level 2. If you have full health when you pick up a food item, you get money instead. But the UFOs will give you most of that money. So just make sure you hit these. It's kind of funny, I scream about Fist Hell being an extremely average beat-em-up, and a little bit frustrating at times, but it is one of those things where if you have good beat-em-up fundamentals, you will do well in Fist Hell. Because one of the things that finally got me through this game was basically just really, really focusing on don't pick up weapons, don't finish your combos. attack from below, because you have a little bit better reach if you're swinging at enemies above you rather than below you. Yeah, I think I see what PigeonPat was talking about. Hopefully Pat sees my message about restarting on a lower resolution if needed. If not, this will be at least a good data point for future matches for Pat. We're gonna Trilock Warp over this? No, oh wait, that was the enemy's turn, not ours. We do have a bomber of our own and 2 archers. So, theoretically we should win this fight. Okay, we're good. Oh, network error. Okay, no, that was just my preview of my own stream. Looks like it didn't drop. Nice recovery there from Pat. That stage 1 was looking a little bit rough for a bit. Honestly, I think if I'm Pat, I might grab that burger. Yeah. I think that burger was worth it. As long as you're not spending the $20 on an item. I forget how far into here we need to get to actually... Oh no! The chaos is just catching up just a little bit here. Still have plenty of health, which Victor would be in much worse shape right now, so that is 1 point to be made for not playing as Victor. But the main thing about Fist Hell is you really want to be at 3 power if you can help it. It makes a big difference in terms of taking out enemies in one combo for a lot of enemies. Nice dodge back on the boss. Mini-boss, I should say, at this point. Meanwhile, a guy trying to get that last tower taken. But enemy appears to keep grabbing Trilock from the little bits I've glanced over. We've got one hell of an army down here. Holy crap, 19 archers? I don't think I don't think we need that many, but you know what? Who am I to judge? I don't think they're going to be taking that castle. If I had to guess. Alright, so Pat has pretty low health here. Subway might be a little bit scary. Hopefully, if Pat takes it nice and slowly through here, he'll be able to make it to the food drops in the middle. Took the shotgun in for a shot, and it did a little bit. Got one shot. Holy crap, that army! Alright, there's Hatchling done. Their arrows blotted out the sun. A Hatchling game without you. Oh, that's why we weren't doing the teleporting. Okay. I see. I didn't realize that a guy was also going for the Avianos. That also kind of serves as a warning shot for PigeonPat. Because now PigeonPat's gonna know. Ah, damn! That is rough. Dropping back out of Fist Hell here. This is a tough situation to be in. Yo, Block Koala! Are we gonna do the thing where we open up the game before we do the terminal code? Because goddamn if that ain't me. No, we're just going into Block Koala. Hell yeah. Oh, Block Koala mentioned. This song is so goofy, I love it. I'll take it over the actual puzzle-solving music if I'm being honest. The puzzle-solving music just kind of slowly grates on me. And it's not like a bad song or anything, it's just... Hoog. It fits what it is a little too well. Hey, Smo. Yep. We had a lot of time spent on Warp Tank Orb Sector, which at the time was a fantastic place for Pat to be. But then the goal itself was actually kind of tricky, so it took a while, and then there were just a few other goals that didn't quite go to plan. And meanwhile, a guy just kept knocking out synergies and checking off multiple squares at once. This is kind of one of those games where I think a guy is just also playing extremely well right now, on top of just like some of the goals that were pretty rough for Pat. And I will note that this is Pat's first actual bingo game, which, this is a pretty solid performance for a first bingo game. To my understanding, Pat has watched a bit of bingo, but Alright, we're going worm 1, 2, 3, 4 now. And it also probably doesn't help. I kind of didn't notice it before, but you can kind of see Pat's game moving a bit slower right now. And I kind of didn't notice it because the stream itself is fine. I'm still seeing Pat's gameplay at 30 FPS, which is what I intended, but that kind of does have to be a little bit frustrating if your game is slowing down like that. Oh, backing up, because we need to combine our 1 dots into a 2 before we push it over. Nope, can't put that down there. Not quite. Gotta combine it against a wall here first. Yeah, here we go. This should be it. Nope, not quite. Yeah, there you go. Alright, now we can push these out of the way. And then get this out of here. Perfect. Believe this will be level 3 here done. Yeah, I think at this point the best thing Pat can do is just try and get as many squares before the Avianos clears. Hey, Tyler. Bingo has made me appreciate Block Koala a little bit more. When you know the general theme of what you're supposed to do, but then, like, still need to, like, knock out a few exact steps. You got sniped on Sunday? No! Okay, I was gonna say, wait, I don't remember doing that. I played some bingo with Liz. Is there another karma now? No, it is just... Yeah, yeah, that's totally fair. Well, time to go grind out a block koala, right? Yeah, so it's pretty likely we're about to see this finish up here. So I think this is the adult game. Hey, Guri. Yeah. What's the... I forget, sorry. Hatchling, fledgling... What's the highest tier called again? I think that should be gold disc. Yep, and that's gold. Hello, welcome back.
Hey.
Alright, let me... drop the bingo view there, so... Okay, cool. Well, welcome back, good game.
Oh, that's unfortunate about slowdown.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I misinterpreted because, I thought I was checking for a connection issue, because, like, the stream was fine. It was still coming through at 30 FPS like it was supposed to, but after you mentioned that and I said that it looked fine, I realized a little after the fact that it looked like your game was having a bit of slowdown. But I also do really want to say, especially for this being your first game, I think you made some really, really good calls there, Pat, both with getting the double play and Val Brace, and then with the squares that a guy had with the Block Koala, Combat Ants, and Magic Garden. The Warp Tank Orb Sector square was the perfect square to be going for.
It was a good block in theory.
I had literally just finished saying this Warp Tank square would be the perfect square for Pat to go into right as you were selecting it. Like, the timing was incredible.
Yeah.
And then I kind of forgot how, that is a goal that is new to Season 2, so I did not realize how obnoxious Orb Sector is without destroying any of those floating eyeballs.
Yeah, I'd recommend seeing if you can, like, lower the stream quality or something to fix slowdown.
Yeah, I think if you broadcast at the lowest stream FPS and quality, like, that's still plenty for being shown on a bingo cast. So if that runs smoothly for you, then I would definitely say that should be good.
I've had issues, some issues with it as well. If you've got the Discord app, then you can change the stream quality directly. The other thing I had one issue with once was I turned Steam recording on, and it was giving me pretty miserable slowdown.
Oh no.
And so if you have Steam recording on, I would recommend maybe turning that off and seeing if that helps with slowdown. Otherwise, yeah, hopefully you can fix it before your next match.
And of course, very well played, a guy. I really appreciated all of the synergies you were going for.
Yeah, it was a good board for spotting quick synergies.
Yeah. I didn't even notice when you were going for the gold disc. I was like wondering why you weren't doing Trilock more.
No, because I was like, might as well pick up this other square while I'm on the way.
Yeah, and then you checked that square off, and I was like, oh my god, I completely missed that.
That was a pretty... There was 3 Avianos on this board, although the other one was a custom, so you couldn't really do that. But
yeah.
And I saw Block Koala beat 5 levels, and I was like, that's a pretty quick one, I might go for that first. And I saw Block Koala beat 9 levels, and I was like, yes, I'm going for that.
It was really funny seeing both of you. Like, I did not notice the Beat 5 story levels, but I did see the Worm 1, 2, 3, 4. So I saw both of you open up Block Koala before putting in the code, and that's just like something that I absolutely do. I go to the game first, and then I think about using the terminal.
Well, I was like, I'll just use go into the game first, and I was like, no, I'd have to do level 3 for that. I'm not gonna do that. I'll just go straight into Worm 1, 2, 3, 4.
Fair.
Did we both go into Block Koala?
At different points in time. Pat
Okay,
went in near the end.
Okay. I was wondering if we both went into Block Koala first, which would have been hilarious.
Yeah,
but yeah.
Started off as Campanella 2 in Block Koala, but then Campanella 2 was a bit rude, as Campanella
it does
tends to do every now and then.
It does do that. It's a rough one.
Yeah. I'll get...
Yeah, no,
Go ahead.
I kind of just got on a goal, and then the next goal was pretty obvious for like the whole game, so that was unfortunate as well. Like, as soon as I did Block Koala, that locked off the next Block Koala goal to be mine, basically. Then I went into Magic Garden, and it was a top 3 score, so I went and did another top 3 leaderboard score. Then I went and did more levels, because I had most of the levels, finished in Ping Golf, did the Ping Golf goal. Even the Avianos ones went into each other, so...
Yeah.
It's just like, there was just a line through the whole board like that, which is unfortunate that I was able to get on it first. But yeah, thanks for playing.
Yeah, GG's to both of you. Take care, Pat. Looking forward to seeing more of your future season.
Yeah. Hopefully you can fix the issue before your next game.
Alright. I'm gonna hop out of here and probably raid over into Matt, who is also covering a bingo match right now.
Yo.
Take care.
See ya.
Alright. Back on Stream Alone here. Let's go ahead and get that raid started. Thank you all for watching. Keep your eyes peeled, there's plenty more bingo to come. I've got some tomorrow morning even. Oh perfect, Matt's the first thing that gets suggested to me when I open up the raid interface.